Hey guys, welcome back to the Friday Vlog, where we discuss activity that goes on here with the BuzWeaver channel. That includes things like current events, headlines that are in the news, pop culture, social media, technology, and items of interest that come up during the week. Allow us to have a little bit of a dialogue. I want to thank all you guys across NewTek, BitChute, Rumble, Odyssey. Lots of changes going on there, by the way, on some of those platforms. And of course, everyone here on YouTube. You guys have been amazing. 2026, wow. 2025 was interesting. 2026 is just wild. Is the easiest way, I guess, to express it in layman's terms, as they say. But nonetheless, guys, thank you so much across all the platforms for your guys' continued support.
We start things off from the Daily Mail. Apollo 11 aliens. Chilling theory about what NASA found on the moon 57 years ago as Artemis II mission faces new delay. Now, we come over here to ground news. As you can see here, this was updated 17 days ago. I'm not sure. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have been keeping up with this in particular. So NASA's Artemis II rocket and Orion spacecraft moved to launch pad 39B at Kennedy Space Center on January the 17th, 2026, making a key step towards a crew lunar mission. And so the Artemis II mission aims to send 4 astronauts around the moon, testing life support systems for future lunar landings. And you have to ask yourself, well, you know, what is going to be accomplished? What's going to be accomplished here, right? And as you can see, it was a pretty massive story, the distribution here. 53% of it is sourced from the center. Of course, a lot of these people usually work from that particular position. And so we read on here from the Daily Mail, the sudden delay of NASA's first moon mission in 5 decades has set off a wave of conspiracy theories, including one about astronauts discovering life on the lunar surface in 1969. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys did not know this, and many of you probably already do, UFOs, Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, these sorts of mysteries that have intrigued people for years were massive on YouTube back in the day. You may recall a lot of that, or maybe even today. But it's funny, and I'm sorry I'm hijacking the story and kind of burying the lead here, but I can remember when people would just put UFO or something like that in their search engine optimization or key tags in their videos just to be able to get people to go to them. I'm sorry, guys. I totally buried the lead here. So A.T. Gentile, host of the podcast The Y-Files, said that a long-lost radio transmission from the Apollo 11 landing allegedly mentioned the discovery of aliens watching the crew arrive. Now, I could read this to you and so forth for many of you who are fans of my speaking style, but let's just listen to what Mr. Gentile has to say.
Did the crew of any of the Apollo missions, when they landed on the moon, did they see anything?
Officially, no. The story goes that there's a radio blackout when Neil and Buzz are up there, when they first get there. And there is a radio blackout. And the story is, well, you know, how the orbit works. Sometimes the radio signal drops, whatever. The story is they switch over to the medical channel and said, they're here, they're on the crater, and they can see us. That's what the story is. And Ingo Swann said he saw things on the moon. He saw structures, he saw beings that are there. If you go through secondary sources, every astronaut has seen strange things in space. Edgar Mitchell is on record as saying UFOs are real, they're extraterrestrial, Roswell is real, that happened, we have craft, the government is lying. This is the sixth man to walk on the moon. This is not a kook. This is an American hero. So something's clearly going on up there. Make the government nervous.
And the thing here, ladies and gentlemen, is we never really know what all is going on. As you guys know here on the BuzWeaver channel, as we always mention, government and the economy are confidence. And if people have little or no confidence in government or in the economy, it can fail. And the thing about it is sometimes individuals like to use these types of stories and this type of intrigue to capture people's imaginations and serve as a bit of a distraction. Now, I'm not trying to be derisive. I'm not trying to be sarcastic or cynical. As you guys know, I did a lot of voiceover work for our good friend over in the UK there on his channel. And we talked a lot about this stuff here. And so if you guys are interested in listening to any additional stuff from here from Tucker or from Mr. AJ Gentile, you can go to Interstellar here on X and check that out. you guys can do that. But it's been a while, right? It's been a while since I have dabbled in these sorts of stories. They usually don't come to the forefront of current events and these things that are happening today. And also lots of changes to the channel itself. I know it's a bit of a switch in tone there, but lots of stuff happening with the channel as well. I made a lot of changes to the basically the settings and things in the background of the channel. So I'm kind of interested to see how making this particular video for you guys this Friday in this Friday vlog statistically works out as far as the metrics and so forth. But very interesting. I did find it kind of interesting, and I did want to touch on it and look at it. And the moon is pretty impressive. It's no doubt extraordinary. I'm not exactly sure what all we could do there. Maybe set up some radio towers and so forth, get better reception maybe for parts of the Earth and bounce signals off of there. Who knows what all can happen here. Now, here is this is, I don't know, that doesn't say this is Artemis II will be pushed back to March after a fuel leak was discovered during test on Monday. So it was a fuel leak that apparently held it back. So, of course, this just gives people time to contemplate, reflect, and allow the imagination to run wild. So, you know, and people like this stuff, and I can understand it. It's enjoyable. It's mystery. It's a distraction from the everyday things that are going on that are much more emotional and psychologically tugging on us day by day. But let me know down in the comments if you've been following the Artemis mission or the new NASA mission that's going on, and your thoughts on Neil and Buzz as they were up there in space and what they experienced. You guys let me know if you keep up with and connect with these sorts of content. Thank you guys so very much. It's been amazing. It's been an amazing journey here in 2026. Lots of discoveries, lots of new things happening to continue on with the channel. But I do want to thank all you guys across NewTek, BitChute, and Rumble. Of course, you guys have been amazing. And everyone here on YouTube, thank you so much, guys. And now, of course, that's what I had for you this Friday.
All right, guys, so that's going to wrap it up for this Friday vlog. Thank you for the likes, the shares, and the comments. Below this video, you can find the various social media links that I belong to. So avail yourselves to that and follow me there to see all of the latest things that I post across social media. And of course, if you order frequently from Amazon or are a Prime member, you can use my landing page link. It is safe. Your privacy is protected. And speaking of privacy being protected while you're online, my favorite VPN, virtual private network, is Trust Zone down there. Amazing, to the point, gets you straight to what you want to do. No fuss, no fluff, no bloat. But guys, thank you so much. NewTek, BitChute, Rumble, Odyssey, as I said earlier. A lot of changes going on with these platforms, and I've actually stopped posting onto my blockchains that we used to have. You guys remember Hive and Steemit? You guys remember those blockchains? I've not posted on those in like 2 months. And I'm not sure what I may or may not cut out just to kind of reduce things down and compact things, because lots of changes are happening right now across all the platforms, including YouTube. But thank you guys so very much for your continued support across all these platforms. I really appreciate it. And of course, appearing there on the screen, that's going to be the channel icon for everyone watching specifically on YouTube. You guys can click on that to subscribe, as well as to select notification. That way you'll know when there's content here on the channel. And I'll see all you guys behind the Galaxy phone camera next week.